Commodore coming off the track. Definitely the two front wheels not talking to each other at all, heading in opposite directions. And that's in the form of Lloyd Stewart. So a bit of work to do now. Hopefully he's got a few spare parts for that one. So out on the track, first opportunity, folks, to see who's going to front up for this, the Mag and Turbo Super Cup Super Saloon Series. So this is going to be Group A versus Group B. And I can tell you at the moment, as far as points go in this, the top three are in this order. Trevor Elliott, 27C from Christchurch, and in first place with 596 points. Ian Burson, who had a great win here a little while ago at the Ray Stewart 70 lapper, he's in second position, 503 points. Tied with them as well as our very own Ray Stewart, 34T, in third on 503 points. So it's a little bit tight at the top. And saying that Trevor Elliott, 27C, has got a bit of an opportunity to extend the lead. But it doesn't happen as easily as that, because there is a whole lot of opportunity to grab points in this series. Obviously, you get points from each heat, but you also get points in the final for passing. So if you pass a car, you get a point. And they threw that in the mixer and they mixed it around a little bit more, and they said, okay, if you pass lap traffic, you also get points. And apparently the other night that promoted one Paddy North from down in around 7th or 8th position. And after Paddy ploughed through the field and did a whole lot of overtaking of lapped vehicles, managed to draw himself up into 4th position on 490 points. So it's all out there for these drivers to do a great job and pick up as many points as possible. As they all start to line up now. Dave Manera in the 88N car, he's on pole position for this one. Outside, Ryan Marsden, he's going to be a quick charger. He had a bit of an up and down night here the other night, but I'm sure he's got his head round this track now. Just waiting to see what Darrell's going to flash up here. One lap to go before we go green. Then when to go back to the Dixon Transport entry, the 95T of Owen Dixon. He's on the inside of row number 2. As they come through turn number 2, push truck is starting to look like, yep, heading to the centre. Yellow lights are out. We're coming down towards turn number 3 now. Now they enter the box. We'll talk about the box in a second. As they come round to the pole line, the green flag is up, green flag is down. They're all happy and ready to go. Ryan Marsden, great start, out in the front, away he goes. And he gets through turn number 2 quite high, but manages to do it cleanly. Right chopping on the back of him is 3NZ in the form of Ian Burson. Great job by Ian to get off that outside of the second row. Ray Stewart follows on next in 3rd position as they come across the line. It's a clean start by everybody, which is great to see. Paul Simon down there in 4th position. Then we go back to the current series leader in the form of Trevor Elliott back there in 5th. Everybody keeping it clean, the front 2. They're right on each other's tail. Ray Stewart's got a bit of work to do to catch up, but he's not doing a bad job of it. The front 3 making a gap now on Paul Simon. And then we go back to Dixon, who is in 6th position. Further down back in the pack, we'll go back to Dave Manera as they hear across the line for lap number 2. Then we'll go back to Berg. Further back a little bit more is Kerry Dixon fighting hard. Oh, a bit of a biffo back there he's got going on with Berg. Berg's hard back into it. Greg Johnson is there as well in the 77 car. He manages to pick up a place out the front. They've gone and left everyone else behind. The front three, there's 4 or 5 car laps between each of them. But they are leaving the rest of them behind at the moment. And Ryan Marsden doing a great job. Fastest out on the track with a 16.2 at the moment. Although he runs high down into turn number 2, Ray Stewart can't capitalise on it. Paul Simon, he's the best of the rest. And we've got one car heading to the middle at the moment, and that's Berg. So the 76C heads towards the concrete barrier in the middle as Ryan Marsden makes no mistakes as he heads through turn 1 and 2 and extends the lead a little bit more. It's out to a whole second. Doesn't sound much. But that round here, this track, it's about 10 car lengths as he's down into turn number 1 again. Ray Stewart just starting to claw on the back of Burson as they head through 1 and 2. He's got his bumper right up to the next side, the left-hand rear wheel of Burson. Ray Stewart, wily old character, just waiting for a way to go past Paul Simon. He's a bit lonely out there at the moment. Trevor Elliott, he's again next. And we'll go back to Owen Dixon. He's trying to fight with Elliott at the moment through turn number 3. He's not having much luck of it. Then we'll go back to Kerry Dixon in the 225 car. And Greg Johnson again out on his own. As Ryan Marsden heads down to turn number 1, he's going to come up on the back of the 88N car. He's probably got 12 in it now, 2 seconds. He is out. He's going to get, as he comes through now, picks up lap number 10, and many more to go. Back marker in front of him. As much as he's out in clean air, he's got to make sure he passes him neatly. Oh, he tries down the wall, but he gets squashed into towards turn number 3. That's not the place he wanted to be. The white flag will come to greet him, this time past the stripe. He's still right on the back of 88N. Can't get past. It's not hurting him too much as he heads down to turn 1 and 2. They're side by side. It shouldn't be racing between a back marker and a front runner, but they are. He gets clear now. Burson can't do anything about it. He managed to make up about 6 spaces. The checkered flag's out. And Ryan Marsden takes first blood here tonight in the Mag and Turbo Super Cup Super Saloon Series, followed by Burson. Then we go back to Ray Stewart, Owen Dixon next, then Paul Simon. Then we'll go back to Trevor Elliott, Kerry Dixon next, then Greg Johnson. Followed home by Manra, and there is Berg sitting in the middle with a DNF. So that was Mag and Turbo Group A versus Deb the Webster from Mike Perro Mortgages up there in Marlborough, are the sponsors of those 2 groups. And that is the first heat done and dusted. Berg obviously maybe a different engine or a drivetrain problem being pushed off the track. So we have to try to get an update of what is happening with that car. As the water truck heads out, tries to get a bit of H2O into the surface. This week in Cromwell has been a mixed bag, I've got to say. Tuesday was more rain I think we've seen in any year. And certainly it's more difficult then for the track management team, Sam McKenzie and the team down there. Raymond Buchanan is one of them as well, to try to get this surface perfect for tonight. You don't want to put too much extra water in, but then again, you don't know how much is already in there. And they've been working since Wednesday night to get this prepped and ready to go. Because I think we're just going to get these cars to do a little bit more wheel packing. So they'll send them round just to do another couple.